Hello there, guys. Welcome to Katawa the Shoujo. Your weeb here today is Mike. Today, we're going to be continuing this game. Shall we get into it? Let's shall. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. And in fact, the gates in general seem to do that. But this one especially so. Red bricks, black rot. Is it rot or rot? Iron, gray plaster assembled into a whole thing that didn't feel welcome at all. A whole fuck. I wonder if it looked like what a gate in a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Looks prestigious. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it. I entered through it with a brisk pace that surprisingly felt good. Moving forward feels good. Agreeable. Move forward in life. Don't look back. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace. I am alone as my parents take my stuff into the dorms. He's moving on campus. Yeah. And there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. At least they're not shitty. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park with a clean walkway going through past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind, and it makes me shudder. Yeah, I understand that. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I would tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems and it's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's Uncanny Valley, an N Uncanny Valley. Even though I was told that this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. Huh. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by expectation of the school of the expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Let's hope it's not empty. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I can anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. So hope not. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing around catches my attention. That looks like a beautiful picture to me. I love it. I don't know if it's a real picture or if it's painted. Let me look. Oh, yeah, it's painted. It's beautiful though. I love it. It makes me think about the hospital again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. So that's why I'm feeling so anxious despite all this greenery. Yeah, Jesus. That's disturbing to think about. After all, only after I stand in front of a pottery main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with the realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture noticed me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's logical. Oh, wow. He looks like a professor to me. Or looks like one of my professors I used to have. You must meet Nikki? Bow head and forehead slap. Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Utao. Utao. Fuck it. Calm professor. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there isn't no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes. Afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to your next rest of the class. They're waiting. Waiting for me. I didn't really feel like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not only knowing what's waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. And please don't panic. Your heart will start racing, and that's not a good thing. Please don't panic. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? We have a choice. 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 I guess. Fuck it, let's go for it. Yeah, sure thing. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everybody likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then, Professor. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor, damn, that's a tongue twister, is marked as a classroom for class 3-3. Professor opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. So totally sounds like one of the professors I have right now. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is the big step. I know that, but there isn't any point of worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around. Partially? Yeah, I think it's partially. So, I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Ooh, who's here? Let's see. Back up. And there's number 12 right there. Is that 11 or 12? Fuck it. I don't remember numbers. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desk. The entire wall is taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Simple, right? Yep. I stopped walking in front of the classroom, faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then why would they be here? Look closer. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. There's so many. I lost count. Oh my lord. There's so many faces drawn. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. It's not immediately obvious. Then I notice one of the girls have been seeming in the mist, a thumb on the right hand, and it's a little drawn. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair that seems someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair. And that is pretty eye-catching. As she seems to be looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as it makes her invisible. I wonder who that could be. Was that the girl on the other side of the screen? There is a boy with a cane leaning against blockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making weird hand motions. Sign language, maybe? Yeah, if it's hand motions and it's like constantly, and it looks really fast, it's probably sign language. But there's a way to tell if it's fake. There really is. No facial expression? Done. Well, there could be no facial expression, but there usually is, because sign language is whole body experience. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl, pink hair, sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in. Yeah, that's some hair right there. Please welcome our newest classmate, the professor says. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hiding it by bowing in thanks for the applause I did not deserve. Wow. That seems a little salty there. Why would you cringe? A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hasao Nakai. After all that, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. That's exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems so satisfied, even with what I said what a little I said. Though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. I could have even gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze swept across the classroom. Everyone seems to listen to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with their hand. Is that even correct? I don't know. With her hand against the wrist that ends up being a bandaged up. It makes me feel a little bit bad. to get some group work done today. So I'll give you the chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Let's hope so, Professor. Let's hope so. Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. I'm terrible at saying those complicated words. I'm kind of good at Japanese. Not really. Conversation, I'm okay. But pronounce the names, terrible. I can't remember. Ugh. She can explain anything you want to know. And who else will be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day assignments, announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizuni Hakamichi is right there. He calls her name out. A cute, bubbly looking girl with a bright pink gold eyes. Ooh, gold. Got a little bit of copper in there, I think. Waves her hands at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. She laughs. That's like crazy weird. What? I am caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Sheik-chan. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her. The one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balance on the tip of her dainty nose, and her dark blue eyes that seems alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teachers messed with me. Same things you'll be able to talk with to the people. Who better explain things? I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I'm Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf. Not deaf. So I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. Oh. Congrats. I'm like an interpreter. She says it. It's nice to meet you too. Sassy, are we? You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? Well, we know there was going to be a new student, but how we didn't know he'd be today so soon. Hik-chan, right? Is it Hik or Hik? Hik-chan. It fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. She bends her glasses. Ha ha ha! Yes, you look like Hik-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Quietly sits there, inquisitively sits there. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Michi's attention. They gesture back and forth to make things excitedly their hands up there. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Aha! Sorry about that. She-chan wants you to know. Fucking went over again. Well, I guess I'll read this when I get to the next part. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably split this into two. If I'm not, it'll be a little bit longer than 2 videos ago. Thank you for watching. And a goodbye.